Halloween is just a few weeks away, and if you want your spooky season to be more treat than being tricked, we have some tips for you this morning. Simone Lis, President and CEO of the Better Business Bureau of the mainland BC, joins us with more on this. Good morning, Simone. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Jason.
So why is Halloween a great time for scammers?
Well, if you think about it, it's a very busy holiday season. People are in a rush to buy a costume. People spend a lot of money on decorations. So it's a really good opportunity for fraudsters to do things like create fake websites or even pop-up events.
Yeah, I was going to ask, so what are the common scams that you see at the BBB?
Probably the biggest one is fake websites and misleading product descriptions. So what happens there is you see a great ad, maybe offering things like, overstock sale or 90% off a really good product. And before you know it, you go to a website, you give them your credit card information, and then you don't get anything at all. So that's one very common scam we see. Another is where you actually do get what you think you're ordering, but it's not of high quality. So, for example, we had one person report to us that they thought they were purchasing a great costume and that costume was going to be made. And in this case, they thought it was really important that it was made in the U.S., but what they ended up getting was a product that was made in China, and then they were charged more than they thought they were going to be charged.
Yeah, it's easy to get really excited about a great-looking costume you see online. So how can shoppers be vigilant when they are perusing online?
Well, and not just shopping online. I mean, shopping anyway. I mean, if you're shopping through your phone, what we want to do is try to cut down on impulsive behavior, right? And so what I mean by that is when you can, take the time to make sure you're dealing with reputable companies. Do your research. Make sure that the business that you're dealing with, for example, has a track record. And you can do things like go to bbb.org to see how long they've been in business. That will give you a sense of who you're dealing with. Some other things that we would suggest is as you're looking at the business online, make sure, for example, that they have an address. Cross-check that address to make sure it's legitimate, because often what we will see is a company that says that they're located in a spot, and then if you do a Google search, that turns out to be a home or a warehouse. So that doesn't seem right. And then the last tip that I would offer is probably to pay by credit card, because at least if you're paying by credit card and you receive nothing, there is some recourse if you don't get anything.
How about those glowing reviews that sometimes you could read up? Are those trustworthy?
Well, I mean, that's another thing. I mean, when you are shopping online, you want to look for a company that you want to look at their reviews. You want to see that they have reviews. That's one sign. Mm-hmm. Or if they have like so many reviews and it's all at once, I mean, that's a big red flag there. And of course, if it's too glowing, there's lots of typos, or there's just one words, those can also be signs that this is a fake company. We have seen scams reported where they've taken reviews from one company and put it on another just to make it seem more legitimate than it is.
Wow. And correct me if I'm wrong, Google has a safe browsing tool that you could use?
Absolutely. So, I mean, that is a great tip right there. If you have a website in mind, you can put it into that tool, and it should tell you what kind of track record Google sees from it.
All right. Any last words for our viewers as we approach? I can't believe we're talking about Halloween, but it is less than half a month away, or just over a month away, or half a month away.
I mean, the biggest tip that I would offer people is to really pause before you buy. Really research the business that you're dealing with. I mean, honestly, at this time of the year, it might even be great to do things like think locally. Understand, even when dealing with a legitimate company, you want to make sure you're asking questions like, what is your refund policy? If you've changed your mind or you find a better Halloween costume elsewhere, you want to make sure you can be able to return the product, and not every company allows that. And especially at this time of the year, there are pop-up companies that are here today and gone tomorrow. So really understanding when they are going to be leaving is going to help you avoid losing money at this time of the year.
All right, great stuff as usual. Simone Lis, President and CEO of the Better Business Bureau of the Lower Mainland and British Columbia. Thanks, Simone.
Thank you.